Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Time for my daily vlog, my stand-up documenting my progress of making content creation a little more sustainable since I was laid off some months ago. Well, let's go ahead and kick things off then, start with an update. Yesterday, we'll get cooking on that. No long-form video published yesterday, as I assumed, but I did spend the day doing a lot of Monday is almost shaping up to be like a planning day. I did some writing for a couple of videos. I did some thumbnail design, some strategizing what I'm going to do with videos a little later in the week to prep as I go forward. And that's in a good place. I have those next couple lined up. There's that larger review that I'm still planning that I feel isn't going to fit into this week, but again, before the end of the month is my target to get that done and make it fit in with the narrative I have running the editorials from CES. Today, though, let's talk about Today also is almost kind of stacked for me each time. This is podcast editing day, where we will be live together over on Twitch starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I'll be editing the show until it's done. I did a little prep work for that yesterday. I edited the first maybe 20% of the show or so I'm not starting from scratch. If you do join us, that's cool. We'd like to hang out and chat and have a nice time. If you don't, though, I'll use Tuesdays regularly as a reminder that if you have Amazon Prime and you have not already gifted your free Twitch membership subscription to anyone, please stop by Twitch. Just log in, say, use my free Amazon Prime. You'd have to do it every month. But it costs you nothing, and it sends us a few bucks each month, which is really cool, and a way that you can help out without costing you a nickel. Once I get the pod edited and get that done, of course, Mo and George have their portion that they'll finish up sometime today, and I can stitch that all up, and I hope to get that ready to finish publishing by mid or the end of day. And then this evening we have a podcast recording. Normally we do it on Fridays, but we shuffled some stuff around for birthday plans over the last weekend. So I'm actually recording a Backtrack podcast episode this evening, or right after, 5:30, right after work hours. So we'll get that knocked out too. And it should be a fun one. It will be a fun one and an easy one to do, because we were chatting on the phone last night talking about, and we're like, stop, let's save this for the show. It's all good stuff, because we were raving about the thing we're talking about. Major League, by the way, the 89 baseball movie. That's coming up next week, will be published. So that, and then in the afternoon though today, as I'm typically in the podcast mindset, I'll spend some time today in the afternoon taking the video from the podcast we're editing today and breaking that up into short form videos that we can publish to advertise the show on all the social media platforms, and as more content for people to view and increase our numbers and our reach and that sort of thing. And that system has worked out really well in the previous weeks, and so it's kind of it's turning like into the Mouseketeer Club. Monday is this, and Thursdays are surprise day, or I don't know, I forget what they were, but they kind of stacked them up in certain ways, and it's almost lining up that way for me, where I kind of know, Tuesday's pod editing and Monday's planning and Wednesday is editing. It's almost shaping up like that. Now, am I falling in the right grooves? I don't know, but it's become a productive groove, so it helps me to not have a aimless, like, what am I going to do today? I kind of already know. Before I let you go today, I want to just share that one of my dear friends was also laid off of work just yesterday. And it's one of those things where, like, I would think that having gone through what I'm recently going through, I would have a great amount of, wisdom to share and impart, but I find that, like, I don't. Like, it's almost like when we talked way back when I got laid off, that, it's something that, people share in common, like when you have a breakup, or if you lose a loved one or something like that, and maybe you can empathize and that kind of thing. But I found that I was absolutely ill-equipped to offer any words of look, I'm not worried about my friend. He's an amazing and talented guy. He will have no trouble finding other careers. He's smarter than me, because he's not going to spend his time trying to become an internet personality and create content. He's of course going to look for a real job in the workforce, and I have no question that he's going to be fine. And I wish I could do more to help him, like he has done to help me in the past. But it turns out that all of this time, the stuff I've been doing has not prepared me to really to really understand what other people are going through when they lose their job, because it's such a unique situation each time it happens to anyone, and it tells me that maybe what I'm going through is also, though common, there are some unique characteristics, and it's hard to know. It's hard to know how any one person is going to react to any of those. Of course, my friend who lost his job just yesterday, we went out to lunch and we hung out and, kind of talked, and, he's super level-headed, and he's like, oh, he has no problem. I'll take a week and then I'll get back into this. And it makes me reflect upon the decisions that I made, whether I made the right decision to do what I'm doing, or I still think I am. It's the right decision for me, but that's kind of the epiphany that I came to, is that there is no correct way to deal with getting laid off of a long-time job, any job, really. It really just comes down to so many things that are true. Everyone would like to have a clear, by the numbers, black and white answer, but that's not what it is. When you encounter these things, it comes down to what's right for you, and I know he is going to be fine and going to do what's right for him, and I just have to continue to evaluate each day if I'm doing what's right for me. It just shines some new light on it. So yeah, I'm sure he's probably watching today. So I wish you well, and I know everything's going to be fine for you. Grateful to have your friendship. Sorry that happened to you, but screw those guys. You'll be fine. That's what I said, and I'm fine. So. All right. Hey, it's time for me to get to work today. If you stopped in to watch today's vlog, thank you. I certainly appreciate that you do. If you're here every day, I love you for that. You're part of the fuel that gets me up and gets me going each day, and I'm so grateful that you're here. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Do something good for yourself, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.